What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Rundown, where we break down film and TV with you in the driver's chair, telling us what to do. What's going on? Anthony, how are you, sir?
Yo,
You like that
good to be
intro?
back.
You like that intro?
Yeah, that was a good intro. It
One day
was a
I'm
good
going to
intro.
figure
It was a
out
good intro.
an intro worthy of the show. One day. One
Nah,
day.
this is a good
Uh,
intro. This is a good intro. How am I doing? Well, I don't know. I've seen the Ahsoka trailer for the first time this week, because I
okay.
thought we might need to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
got excited about Ahsoka. And we had our Mando episode, and Celebrations is on, of course. So
It's all going
I
down.
guess life is good. Yeah,
Life is good, right? Life is
yeah.
good.
And we had
For those
the
that...
C-3PO that we needed,
Oh,
and a
yep.
Darth Vader that we need. So
And Darth Vader. I know the C3PO is going to make a lot of people happy. A lot of people were
yeah,
asking for that one.
yeah,
So they came through with the goods. They definitely come through with the goods. Yeah, big week for Star Wars. Big week. And I
yeah,
mean, I just woke up, so I don't know if I've missed anything, any other news that's been announced. So if people have been awake already and seen any extra news, let us know in the chat and we can definitely chat about it at some point because
yeah,
definitely would like to talk about the Ahsoka trailer,
yeah.
maybe at the end of the episode.
Yeah, I'd
But
say just do 30 minutes Mando and 30 minutes Ahsoka trailer at this point. I'm more excited about the Ahsoka trailer than about doing the episode.
come on now. Come on now. How dare you? But for those that are just joining us, if you're joining us for the first time, we are currently running down the season 3 of Mando, and this is episode 6, Guns for Hire. So a double meaning again for the title of the show, which they seem to like to do that.
Yeah.
Guns for Hire. Interested to chat to you about it because we haven't talked about how we
Nope,
felt about the
nope, nope.
episode, and I'm interested to see how you guys in the chat feel about the episode. I can see that we've had a few people in here already, so we'll just give them a bit of a shout out. Mr. AJ's channel member stopped through. He said, "Have a great show, everyone. I have a top secret mission tonight, and I have to take care of, but I'll
As
make
he
sure to
does.
catch a replay." As he does, the dude out there balling, busting caps, breaking necks, and cashing checks. Have a good night, AJ. We'll speak to you soon, brother. Then we have Andre, the medium comment guy here.
Medium
He
comment guy.
says, I'm already too excited to hear what everyone has to say about this. And then he's giving you a compliment down here. Badass voice guy. I mean, I thought that would be me, but I'm assuming that's Anthony. And then he insults me. So we're off to a good start. John is just precise with his timekeeping as he is with his screenshot work. Already. And we have William Owens in the house. What's up, brother? Thanks for being here.
Welcome back.
Interested to hear everybody's thoughts on Mando this week. Andre's saying, I'm just going to say it now. Mando has lost me.
Oh,
We're going
shots
down a
fired
dark
at
path.
Mando. Yeah.
We're going down a dark path. I'm scared. I don't know if I can do this. And we're missing often. We're missing our screenshot, our screenshot king,
Yeah.
our new screenshot king. Where's he at? Often. Where you at, yo? Where you at? Do I need to fire him again? Maybe I do.
Again. When was the last time you fired him?
I don't know. I'm just gonna. Well, he's fired for now. He's fired for now. But there he is. Yes, I'm okay. You're lucky. You're
Oh.
lucky.
There.
I was gonna
I don't
fire
see the
you, dog.
spanner. The spanner's back. Okay, he's got the spanner.
Back.
He's still got the spanner.
Yeah. I just love the O that he has there. Just an O. Gangster. You
Let's
got
go.
this.
Let's go.
Pardon me. Let's do this. Let's do this. So, episode 6. The slides are smaller again. Often I just thought you'd let know. Maybe it's the formatting. It doesn't really bother me anyway. I hope you guys
That's
can
fine.
see it.
That's fine.
If the whites, I don't know how to make the background black when I do them like this. So, I'm trying to maximize the size of the picture, but nevertheless. Rather than get into initial thoughts, let's just get into it and we'll talk about it as we go through the episode. Because this one, for me, was a little. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to scale it back. This episode, Anthony, I know we didn't talk about it because I thought it'd be more more sense talking about it now. And William's chiming in
Yeah.
here because the story is expanding and will soon make sense. Whilst I am hopeful and agree with that, this episode felt to me like a filler episode in the middle of an 18 episode season,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
episode 6 of an 8 episode season where we're going to have to wait over another year to see the show pick up again.
Yeah, because about
Unfortunately.
Williams' comment, I think the Dr. Pershing story, that was an example of the story expanding, and it all makes
Mm,
sense. Like I said a couple of episodes ago, every show they did, so like
mm,
Rebels and this one, they will all make sense and it'll be more cohesive. I don't
mm,
think that can be said for this episode though. This really felt like a filler, which is a bit weird for a sixth episode
mm.
in a series of 8. So that
Right?
kind of worried me. Yeah.
Now, often says, I think Mando has always been a side mission show, and I've enjoyed the cameos. It has been, and Lani said that too. She said it has been a side mission show. I don't know. This one felt just out of place to me. It felt like when they got to the city to meet the other Mandalorians, I would have enjoyed it if they got to the city, met Axe Woves, and had that interaction straight away, and we didn't have any of the other story.
Yeah, this kind of
And then
felt like the Ice Spider, so often might be right.
no, but Ice Spider was different. It was
Yeah,
epic.
it was because there were more spiders and more eyes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that part was epic. They screened the next, and he also says they screened the
Cool,
next
cool.
episode at Celebration and supposedly good,
Okay,
which is
that's
awesome.
cool. That's cool.
Thank
Yeah.
goodness. Good, good. Look, they'll win me back. They'll win me back. Mando's just got to kick some ass and he'll win me back.
Yeah.
Andre says, "Here's the thing for me: the story can expand if it wants, but the journey has been poor in my opinion. This series has felt like a McDonald's, empty calories, and I'm still hungry after 6 servings." And that's a fair point too.
Yeah, so I never ate 6 servings of McDonald's. Uh,
That'd be
having
rough.
said that, yeah. Um, there is something to be said about it being like a McDonald's, it being like a franchise, because I think
Mm,
why the series suffers the most is that every episode has a different director. Um,
mm,
I think it would have been a more cohesive story, a cohesive arc, if there was only one director for the whole series. Do you think it would change
mm.
things?
Well, I can see that, but the first 2 seasons it didn't bother me at all because I absolutely adore
Yeah,
those entire seasons. Like I love every episode of those other seasons, so it didn't make a difference then. I just like I'm just not seeing the full picture this season. Like William said, it's expanding and will hopefully make sense soon, which I 100% am hoping for. I don't know. Just I think the stakes seem higher this episode with the retaking of Mandalorian, and Mando is kind of feeling to me more like a side character to Bo-Katan or other characters. Um, and he's not as at the forefront like I wanted him to be. No,
yeah, I would be
um,
fine with Mando being like a side character and this series being about Bo-Katan. But this episode was about nothing much, right? And
mm,
look, to be honest, to be completely honest, I'm really forgiving when it comes to Mando because I just like
yeah, me too.
watching the series.
Yeah, me too.
But it would have been cool for a second episode or something.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you. I'm very forgiving. Like that next episode will win me back, no doubt. Often
Yeah,
says I just go into Mando like MJ, expect disappointment and never be
yeah,
disappointed.
yeah, yeah.
Obi-Wan was one director as well. He says.
True,
From
true.
Anthony. The writing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the writing.
yeah,
They did say Celebration Din isn't now the title,
yeah. Of course,
the titular
titular. Yeah,
Mandalorian, titular anymore.
yeah.
Damn. Well, with that said, I
We've had
rewatched
3
it
titular
again.
Mandalorians, right? We've had Din Djarin, we've had
Hmm.
Grogu, and now we have
Hmm.
Bo-Katan.
Yeah, yeah. And in that, I'm enjoying her journey. I'm just the side mission on this one was just out of place for me. I think
Yeah,
that's probably the best way to explain it. But we kick off at the start with these dudes in the ship. to reintroduce Axe Woves. I was surprised to see him as the new leader, but I guess it makes
Too.
sense.
I thought it would have been Cosco Reeves, to be honest. I don't know why. Because when it was the three of them, it felt like Cosco Reeves was like the wingman of Bo-Katan. And X-Woes was just like the third wheel.
He did like
Fifth
nothing,
wheel.
like speaking wise.
But having said that, it now makes sense that Hot Toys released X-Woes without a head sculpt, because now they're going to release a figure with a head sculpt.
Yeah, straight up. And he he's got a good aura. Like I really enjoyed his acting in it.
Except
You
for
can
the
see
fight,
him
though.
being a leader, except for the fight.
Yeah.
The fight was still cool. It had some cool moves that I'm like, oh, I can
It
recreate
had
that.
some
That
cool
looks cool.
moves, but it didn't seem to be directed by an actually fight choreographer.
But this one was directed by Bryce Dallas Howard. Pretty sure.
Yeah, but
Correct me if
usually fighting is directed by another director.
Yeah.
And this didn't seem like a fight direction. But anyway.
And it often says it's lazy writing. They are nerfing their characters to pump someone else up.
Yeah, true.
Doing a Marvel. Anyway, so they set these guys back up to show that they're bounty, or they're guns for hire, essentially the name of the title of the show. And these other characters here at the start are kind of inconsequential, right? They're just there to drive the narrative.
It's like Space Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Mon Calamari.
Yeah. So that's fair enough. And then we get back to these guys who are on their way to the city. Pretty cool how when they're coming into this city that they just take over the ship.
Yeah, that was
and
cool. Yeah.
bring them in. You're kind of giving them no choice but to go on this mission. I get that. Like they were just wanting to go and see the other Mandalorians, but they get pulled off to do another side mission. And that I get is in the theme of the show. Yes, he's always getting. You got to do this to get that, to get this, to get that.
Yeah.
I just don't know if that formula is going to work if you're trying to build up to now what's been announced as a film for Mando to wrap up the entire, because that's what they've announced at Celebrations, that it's going to be a film to wrap up the whole world.
Yeah, well, they could have used that formula with you need to do this to get that, but still this mission didn't make any sense, because in the a bit higher picture they were going to get the rest of the Mandalorians, so they just needed to get into the good grace of the Mandalorians, and that could have been any mission, to be honest. They could have saved someone, rescued someone, battled Mandalorians. They could have done anything to get into the good graces, and then show off the Darksaber, because it's not the mission that gets them in the good graces, it's just showing the Darksaber. So any story would have sufficed.
That's right.
So that's why this story didn't make any sense.
William says, in the final episode, Mando will step in and save the day. I hope so.
I think we'll get other characters, which will link in to Ahsoka.
It could.
Don't you think so? That has.
Well,
that's been like
surely Mando's going to do something. He's going to do something. Surely he's going to have an arc. It seemed like his arc ended when he went and redeemed himself with Mandalore, and then he's just been chilling.
Yeah. So I think they've been hyping up Grogu to have beast control. So that might be a thing.
That could definitely be a thing. The meme of Grogu coming back because it makes Disney too much money is sort of making more sense now.
Yeah.
No, because see, that episode in Boba Fett when Mando is going to see him, like that's one of my favorite episodes ever.
Yeah, of course.
Of any Star Wars show. Like, so having Grogu in it, I'm still good with. Like, I want to see that journey of him becoming a Mandalorian. I think is where it could be going. Yeah. I just don't know how. Like, how many seasons are they going to do of Mando before they do the movie? Is it one more season and then the movie, or the movie? Because if it's going straight into the movie,
maybe someone will know, but I don't know. I think it's going to be one more season because they already shot season 4, right?
They haven't shot it. No. Jon Favreau said he'd written it. He'd written season 4 already.
Okay, I thought they were shooting it already.
No, not yet. We got Lukagi in the house with an extra long comment, guy. Yo, have a great show today. Hope everyone is well. I'm out of the country, so reception is terrible. I'll catch the stream when I'm back in the city. Rating 2 out of 5. Awkward relationships. Squidward, the squid and the fish. Awkward relation. Thanks, Lukagi. Hope you're well, mate. Have fun wherever you are. You're doing secret missions too across the globe. Anthony, have you hired these guys?
Yeah, I have
Part of your
employees now.
secret. Are you guys the Kingsmen? Are you guys the Kingsmen? What's going on?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Double O Lukagi. I love. Often says, "I love all we can only see a figure posing channel is his hat." Yeah, because he's a secret. He's a freaking assassin.
Yeah, it's Order 66. That's all I need to see.
S Beam's in the house. Channel member. Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you? I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those blasted Mandalorians. I think he's talking about that guy.
Yeah.
What's his name? Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lee.
He's still
Lloyd, yeah, Lloyd.
Lloyd, yeah. And then they get on here. Like, I'm enjoying them cruising around together. Then they continue on to obviously meet Jack Black and Lizzo. Cool.
Who
for
is
them to
Lizzo,
get into
though?
She's some queen. She's a queen. Anybody chime in if you know. This is the world and she's a queen. I like that they say he's ex-Imperial as well, though. That was cool.
Yeah.
Why they can't have weapons. Did kind of seem a little shaky why they couldn't just get the other Mandalorians to take care of the problem, and they had to get these guys because they're sitting right outside the city. And to say that they can't come in with guns, well, you let these guys in with guns. So and their other guys are Mandalorians, and it's their religion too. So it kind of doesn't. Anyway, I digress. What did you think of this one?
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I didn't know that Jack Black was going to cameo in this.
No idea. No.
Mind it. It was just wacky. This was like some Taika Waititi Star Wars spin-off. So,
yeah, kind of.
Yeah. After that, I was like, okay, so this is going to be the episode.
Yeah. That's kind of where I was at. And then they meet this dude who's helping them, yet it's him.
Great Scott!
Bad guy. Great Scott. They meet him. They go on a mission. They come to the Ognots. I enjoyed this part when they went to the Ognots, and he uses what he learned.
I have spoken. Yeah.
I have spoken. I love that. I have spoken. And Bo's like, she's vibing off him here. She's like, damn, Mando, you got this. You got this. Andre says, Picard Season 3 and Andor are stories I could never imagine writing. They are done so well and so clever. I could write more cohesive stories than Mando Season 3, Book of Boba Kenobi.
Yeah, so I totally agree. So that's, I haven't seen Picard, but I totally agree that it seems like anyone who knows like 20% of Star Wars would be able to write better stories for Mando or Book of Boba. So I really don't get why this is happening. Okay.
Often says, can we just talk about Andor now instead of Mando?
No, we need to talk about the Ahsoka trailer. So just go through this pretty quickly, I guess, and then let's do Ahsoka.
We're getting there. So the Ognot, and anyone who wants to put in their thoughts. Now, I don't want to make this a full-on shitting on this episode, but I will say this is probably one of my least liked episodes of Mando. But mainly because it just felt out of place 6 episodes into an 8-episode season.
Yeah.
And I'm
so I like
still
the
kind
super
of
droids, though.
happening.
I like how Mando was just kicking them around just to see which one's going to go AWOL. And I like seeing them. I instantly pre-ordered one, even though I thought I was going to be able to skip them. And I like that they use these in Mandalorian, because I don't know if you remember seeing season 1 episode 1 for the first time, but I thought this is so smart, just using the old designs and old props that they were laying around at ILM for this new series, because it felt like a school play with a low budget, and they propped it up with just using things from other school plays they've done in the past. And that felt so smart, and felt really cool that they were tying in Mandalorian to the OG trilogy. and the prequel trilogy.
Hmm.
And this kind of felt that way again. Just using old stuff in The Mandalorian so it's recognizable for everyone.
Yeah, bringing back pardon me, the battle droids, and
Yeah,
look, it is definitely expanding the world of what's going on in the across the galaxy on new planets
true,
after
true.
the Empire. So it is explaining that.
Yeah.
And Andre says, all Jim was missing was his Converse All Star Classic sneakers, and often says, Din gone Boston Dynamics.
It was a
There's like a
bit weird that they were running like this, right? Because when you saw them before, they were just marching very slowly.
yeah, which is obviously because he tampered with them, assuming is what they're saying. But they catch this guy. That little action sequence is cool when Mando tackled him. That was sick. Finally, he does some action.
He does something, but Bo-Katan had him as well. So
Yeah. And then we get the clue. I mean, getting the clue to a bar, like, I don't know. I was just like, what? The droid goes to a bar? Okay. No worries. They go there. Anyway, so it's a little CSI episode. They end up finding out that it's him. And then I didn't get a picture of that machine coming after them and shooting the green laser, but it was cool to see Mando use the dark saber for the last time, for
yeah,
now, and chop it up. Pardon me. I'm just gonna. That's basically half the slides already.
cool.
Let me just go through and add the others. I don't know. I just felt like once they figured out it was him, I just wasn't interested. I just wasn't into this, like the story of chasing down the droid, because all I could think on my mind was, like, let's move the story of getting Mandalorians on and building up to this thing that you say that you're building up to, the retaking
Yeah.
of Mandalore. Maybe it's my expectations coming in, or maybe the side missions just aren't as well written as the side missions were
Yeah, no.
in the other seasons.
Yeah, so this has, of course, expectations plays a role, but also objectively, this doesn't make any sense.
17, there we go. Yes, but let us know. Great joke. A droid walks into a bar. This is the state of your series in 2023.
Droid walks into a bar. Full of droids.
It is. Always expect them to be as big as K2 minimum. Ah, the droids talking about them
Yeah,
being oversized.
K2SO.
You take the MJ approach. Yeah.
But he felt bigger in the Clone Wars, right?
I don't remember the size, to be fair. But then they come back, they solve the thing, they get the things, it's all done. Grogu gets knighted because he's a baller.
Yeah, what was that about? Because why?
I don't know.
Because
Yeah, he ate some
because he
fish.
let her win?
Yeah, maybe.
That was weird.
That was weird. But he's knighted nonetheless.
Yeah.
Often says Filoni wrote all of Ahsoka, so he definitely wasn't around for season 3 of Mando, and Favs probably didn't have as much time. Yeah, it'd be interesting. But look, I believe they're going to get it back. I believe if the next 2 episodes are anything like the episode from Book
True.
of Boba, I would have forgotten about all this, and then watching it as a whole, because they're short enough, you can watch a few together.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It would be fine if this was like episode 2. But having it before almost having the finale is a bit weird, right?
Especially after the last episode was more about, you know what I mean? The last episode was more along the lines of what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Andre, what's up, brother? He's just become a member of the channel.
Oh.
What's up? This is what we do to celebrate. I accidentally clicked on it again. My bad.
Long comment member.
Welcome to the Legion, the Iron Legion. Welcome. What's this?
Oh, so you should add them to the Facebook group as well then now, right?
Yeah, I'll add you to the Facebook group. Hey, are you on Facebook? Make sure, because I struggled to find you before, I think. But yes, I'll get you into the closed Facebook group where we share all of Anthony's dark secrets.
Yeah, maybe even the Pose and Chill.
Oh, Pose and Chill. Yes, you got to come to Pose and Chill, bro. Come to Pose and Chill. Often says if it was 12 or something,
12
be
episodes, yeah.
okay, probably.
Yeah.
12 episodes, yeah.
Yeah, we'd
Yeah.
still have
And I
half
like,
now.
we'd still have half to go, for sure. That's what I mean. It felt like an episode in an 18
Yeah.
or something
Yeah,
episode
yeah, yeah.
season. It felt like just a filler episode. Apart from the end, which is moving the actual overall story along. I love this comment. Hate the show, love the Logan clan.
That's so cool.
Guys, haven't got Facebook, just supporting you. I appreciate it, brother.
That's cool.
I appreciate, yeah. Thank you so much. Well, I would love
I
to
guess
get
you
you
could
on
still-
Pose and Chill.
Yeah, you could still do that.
You can still do Pose and Chill.
Yeah.
You got Instagram though, right? I can message you on Instagram. It's Pose and Chills where we hang out once a month backstage and just chat and pose up figures and watch Anthony photograph about 13 different poses in the space of an hour.
Yeah, that's what you do. You
Whilst we're
pose and you
doing,
chill.
while we do one. Classic. Thank you nonetheless. Love it. You are knighted, sir.
That's cool.
Like Grogu.
Like Grogu.
Knighted as Grogu. Like
He has
Grogu.
the key to Pleasure 15.
Yeah. I just put this picture in because it's just cute. Come on, it's just cute. Grogu with Mando, father and son, and that's why I posted that picture of father and son the other day. Them together, champions. Yeah, that made me think of it. And being that I changed that pose, I thought I might as well at least use a picture to remember it. But then they come to the other. I digress. Again. Then we
This
move
looked
back
like
to
a school sports day.
yeah. Or just chilling.
Yeah.
But this is where I started getting excited. I'm like, okay, okay. And then they fight. We didn't actually get any pictures of the fight, but it's hard to talk about pictures of fighting. So anyway, Bo defeats him. I like that she challenged him. I like that she beat him. What
Yeah,
did
so
you
the
think
weird
about
thing-
the fight? Because you didn't stand
Yeah,
there.
so I was thinking
yeah.
about the fight, what I didn't like about it. Look, if you're in a fight, even if it's just sparring or actual fighting or in a sport, there's like this agreement on how much force will be put into things and how serious it'll get, even if you're in a real fight. And you measure the level that you're going to use against the guy. So whoever hits the hardest first sets the tone, right? And this was all over the place because in real life you have to do it even. And in the show you need to be more clear on what you're trying to establish. How lethal are they going to be? And this, look, it felt like tumbling, play fighting, then an actual knife came out, and then play fighting again. So this felt like all over the place for me.
He also shot a rocket at her, and that's kind of escalating.
Yeah, but he
It's
shot a
escalating
rocket
the
at her with like the whole crowd around them, which is kind of weird. And then it was so weird. It was so weird.
Yeah, I'm like, that's escalating the level of threat if you're shooting a rocket.
Yeah, but then after that, it didn't escalate anymore. So that was all over the place.
Yeah,
So
I'd be like, if you
don't
shot a
even
rocket
know
at me,
about
I'm putting that knife through your jugular, bruh.
yeah.
You shot a freaking
Taking
rocket
a-
at me.
Taking a knife to a rocket fight.
Bloody hell. I'm like, so you are trying, like, does that mean you are trying to kill her? Or is like you actually trying to kill each other? Because
Yeah.
it would have been
So
a good way for her to
I
establish
loved the
dominance.
fight with Mando versus Ahsoka for the first time. I loved the fight with Casca Reeves, I think, and Boba. So there have been cool Mandalorian fights, but this wasn't it.
She wins, nonetheless. Well, we got, often says, I need a Costco ASAP.
Yeah,
Yeah, you shouldn't be too far away, right?
true.
Then we got Bob Dylan in the house.
Hello.
What's up, Bob? He goes, will we get a head sculpt now? You know we will.
Welcome
There'll be
back.
a number 2.
Welcome back. So that maybe you're tuning in later, but I think that Hot Toys released X-Rose without a head sculpt just so they can release another one for this season.
I think so. I think we will. And his armor's a little bit different, right? I'm pretty sure. I saw a picture.
Yeah.
It's a tiny bit different. His chest plates are different. So, yeah, I can see another one. Definitely. Now, I want to talk about this part. I want to see what you guys think about this part of the story. I just will check Andre's message here. Clone Wars made Mandalorians seem like a
Yeah.
tough, rough group that were threatening and full of politics. This season should have played so different.
Yeah, so it's the same thing that they did wrong with Boba Fett. Boba Fett was like this legendary bounty hunter, and they made him into a pansy. And they did the same things with the Mandalorians. So that was kind of a bummer. And I think being consistent with power levels or with how strong a person is or how capable a group of people are is very important to set the tone. And they really missed that. And I think it would be an easy task to get right, though, right?
Yeah, they just don't feel like to make them seem more capable. Like
Yeah,
if they explained, hey, we're all new because our whole country, our whole world died, and these are all new rookie
yeah,
Mandalorians, and we got to train them up and get them ready to to take back Mandalore because they're not ready,
yeah,
but to be as kind of clumsy and fumbling as they are, it doesn't make them seem as threat. Like I'm not threatened by any of them. Like
yeah.
really, I haven't felt that their threat level of the Mandalorians. Mando's the only one that's super
You would just
threatening.
send Mila to get one of them.
Yeah, but like, look, they're fumbling and bumbling over the place. They're shooting rockets in a group
Get
of
him.
people. Like that's a
Get him.
rookie move. Get
Yeah.
him,
It's
get
a
him.
rookie move.
It's a rookie move. Uh, Nonetheless, Mando is still king, and I love Mando. So I wanted to talk about this. Mando giving the dark saber. Did you guys in the chat let us know? Did you guys see this coming because when you think back to that episode where he dropped it? Because me and Lani did have that discussion as well. It's like back in that episode, like that he dropped the saber, but did the other guy possess it? Did he pick it up at any point and possess it and
Yeah,
doesn't know?
so when we were in the cave and the guy beat Mando, I thought for
Mm.
sure Bo-Katan was just going to grab the saber because they showed the saber not
Mm-hmm.
being on Mando when he was trapped. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
thought Bo-Katan was going to get it. And she's going to keep it. But she didn't. And after that, I kind of forgot about the Beast having defeated Din Djarin.
Mm-hmm.
So I really forgot about it. But what struck me most about this is that the fight between X-Wolves and Bo-Katan doesn't make any sense because showing or getting the Darksaber is what brings them over. So
Yeah.
not only does the mission make no sense because they just wanted to take over the Mandalorians or get the Mandalorians on their side, which just needed
Mm-hmm.
to show them the Darksaber. So the mission doesn't make any sense, and her fighting and winning from X-Wolves doesn't make any sense either because all she had to do is show the Darksaber.
Yes.
Yeah, so it felt a bit
I
silly.
will counter with that though. I will
Cool.
counter that. I do get that point. I will counter that with she still didn't think that she deserved it and she didn't have it.
Yeah, true.
Because Mando still had it and they hadn't had that conversation, or at least they haven't showed that conversation.
Yeah,
So I feel like her going there to fight, I feel like the fight was valid because she had to show not only Axe Woves but all the others that I'm the
yeah, for
alpha.
her.
You
Yeah,
need
for
to,
her it
for you,
was,
yeah, you need to follow me. Like,
but for the
I want
story
you
it
to,
wasn't.
yeah,
So that's a bit weird.
yeah. So then when Mando gives it right, man, this is where expectations. I swear to God. And then often's mentioning it here. He goes, I'm not really even going to question it. I'm just enjoying it. Fucking hell. Okay, look. For me, I think I had the expectation that it would have been far more interesting storyline if Mando and Bo had to fight for it at some point. And
Hmm.
ever since the end of season 2, the way she looked at him and the way they ended that whole sequence in season 2, right, made me think as a fan watching season 3 they're gonna fight, and then like they're gonna have to fight because the way Moff Gideon set it up, and I'm like, damn, this is gonna be some conflict, like what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
And then at the start of this season I still had that vibe because even when Grogu comes back to get her, she's like, let's get rid of him once and for all. I just kept thinking there's this tension that it's eventually that they're going to have to clash and have a fight, much like this fight, I guess,
hmm,
a fight to
yeah,
see who's going to get it. So for them to go about it this other way just felt really safe. and it's like really safe writing to let's not make them clash because we want them to be a team now. But they could have still been a team. They could have still had conflict. They could have still had a massive fight, and you could have made the whole episodes about this building up to Mandalore, and maybe done away with side missions like this. And I get it. It's the guts of the show is to do side missions and quests and add story along in the background. But I don't know. I just feel like there's so much story to tell here with just the Darksaber switching back, just Mando redeeming himself. I thought the whole season was going to be Mando redeeming himself and these two having conflict over the Darksaber. And it's just been completely different than that.
I almost completely agree, but you're saying safe riding, but I'm guessing you mean lazy riding, right?
Yeah, safe and lazy, because I feel like this is a real safe way for him to give her the Darksaber and there to not be any conflict between our two now obviously teamed up main characters. Okay. Don't you think it would have been better to see them fight, and if they had gone down that route where they're helping each other but they're still on edge with each other because she just wants she wants the Darksaber, she wants to be good, and she can still be that.
Yeah, I stopped hoping for that, so I'm kind of MJing it. That's going to be a thing, hashtag MJing it. So I'm kind of MJing it. So I would have accepted the story going anyway. But this is just a bit silly.
Look, this is a way that, okay, we get to have them together and they're going to be a team, and she's now got the Darksaber. I'm definitely going to be posing her up with a Darksaber with my video. Yeah. But I just feel like they could have got there a different way and not had any of these cameos and any other stories, and I would have been all in. I would have been all in on a whole episode of them battling on some world and like regrouping and then rebattling and regrouping, or her coming after Mando like a Terminator, or just wanting that Darksaber. Yeah, and then resolving it. Like, that would have been freaking... Anyway. Let's start our own show. I'm starting my own show, Iron Mando. That's my new show. It's going to be Iron Mando. Iron Mando. Let's just catch up.
Let's go to Ahsoka.
Yeah, we're nearly there. Bob says, I was hoping he was going to give it to her after the 9 of bumping buckets. Okay. So you didn't seem like buckets. She could defeat him in that's for sure. I like how everyone just takes everyone's word all of a sudden.
Yeah. So did you go? Yeah, I went. did you take off the helmet? No, I didn't. Okay.
Yeah. He goes, right, he had to bring a vial of living water to the armor, but these guys are like, okay, sure. To me, they're rookies, and that's why they believe so easily. Yeah. They're rookie Mandos. I think it would have been better if they did the heel turn for Bo, and she made Costco and Axe break Moff Gideon out and double cross Din to win the saber.
That would have been cool.
Ooh,
that would have been cool.
Damn often is a people of Jordan. The Krees sends their regards.
Yeah. Cool. That would have been cool.
That is so cool. We still don't know what's happening there, though. You never know. They could, look.
Night Owls and Lannisters pay their debts.
Yeah, I always used to say that at work. Lannister always pays his debts. I used to walk around saying that. We've got Duck Collector in the house. What's going on? What is that symbol? I can't see. Popcorn.
I think it's popcorn. Nice. Is this the first time for Duck Collector?
Yeah, welcome, mate. Grogu could beat both of them.
Yeah. Beat them both. Now that he has his newfound armor, like his silver dish.
He's a knight. He's a fucking knight. All right. Don't mess with Grogu. And he did another flip. Anytime he flips, I'm just like, yeah. It doesn't matter how bad it looks. He's awesome. Anyway, so she's got the Darksaber. That's cool. We're going to get another Bo-Katan figure with a new shoulder plate and a new Darksaber. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it.
What are we kidding?
Of course I'm going to get it. Yeah. Of course I'm going to get it. But I just wish they could have had a fight. God damn it. That would have been so interesting.
Yeah.
The conflict. But you wouldn't be able to do that in the style of show. And there she is. And that's a pose people are going to do. And I might even do something like that. Well, it's a little simple.
Yeah.
But that's where the episode ends. Who knows where it's going to go? I do not know. But if I believe I'm a Mando shill, and I'll say it again, I don't care. I'll still rewatch it because it's Mando and I get to see the shiny chrome.
Often still have his justice for the fight.
And this fight, both fights. See, now you get it. I'm like, damn it! We do get it. Damn it! Oh,
Justice for the fight.
hang on. This fucking deserves. What a villainous turn.
Yeah, that's cool.
He literally just burned us. Fucking burned us. Damn you, Often. I do understand now. How interesting.
Chill,
God,
yeah, this is
Mando-
pose and chill. Pose and chill for Bo and Mando.
Oh shit. I do like her with the Darksaber, and I'm definitely going to pose her up with it.
Look at
Damn.
Mando standing there. He looks like a droopy.
Yeah, he's got his cowboy stance on, bro. Come on. He's a cowboy. Well, that's the episode. Let's give it a rating, and let's talk about Ahsoka. Ahsoka and all the new announcements from Star Wars Celebration. I'm excited to talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's
So
just
I
get
would
our
say 2.5 bowling balls out of 5.
Let's give our rating, guys. For those that are here for the first time, we'd like to give a rating in the chat of what you rate the episode out of 5. I've got the rating for the show called just out of 5 Mandos, but you can say whatever you like. Any key line, 5
Yeah,
out
so
of 5.
If you
Dark
see this
sabers,
picture,
whatever.
we need to go back to slushies again.
Yeah.
Look at them standing there.
Oh God, that's an interesting
2.5.
world that they're on.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.5. I'll give it a 3 because I got to rate it higher than Anthony. That's my rating system. So if he gives it 2.5, I'll give it
Yeah.
3.
Plus 0.5.
Yeah. Plus, 3.5. Let's just give it a 4. No, probably about a 3. I'll rewatch it. I still enjoyed rewatching it for the sense of just being in the world. But there were things that irked me, especially the Darksaber journey. God damn it. The whole episode, the whole series could have been about just that. Anyway. 2
He's
calories.
still on about McDonald's.
2 cows. That's about all you get out of a bloody Big Mac of nutrition. It's in the lettuce. That's basically that's the nutrition. God damn it. So yeah, hopefully they pick it back up with 2 episodes to go. They can still do it. They can still stick the landing. I will accept whatever. If I can just see Mando kick ass, have a good moment for his arc.
Yeah, so to be honest, if Bo-Katan wields the Darksaber, that's going to get some cool fight scenes, right? Because I really loved her wielding the Darksaber in the in the cave. Oh man,
Yeah. I hope we get some more answers about Moff Gideon. I feel like he's now possibly either going to be in the next episode and we're going to deal with him over the next 2 episodes.
Yeah, so
or
the
maybe we
best
get
car,
him
the best guy
just
in the
once.
shuttle kind of alludes to these Mandalorians breaking out Moff Gideon, right?
They could have been paid to do it, but they wouldn't do it though because they.
Yeah, they
right?
would. Guns for hire.
Will that be where it goes? Are we going to see more about Pershing's story? Are we going to see more about? Because
No, I don't think so.
if they're bringing those guys in, right? If that's all, if they brought all those guys in just for that, and we don't see any more of that expanded into Ahsoka or other shows in this universe.
Oh yeah, no. It's
I'm
going
gonna
to
be
it's
asking a
going to
little-
go into other shows, of course. All these shows go about either cloning or about Ezra.
Okay.
We'll go into that. But prediction time. Do you think X-Wolves are going to betray Bo-Katan? Because he's still a sellsword for Moff Gideon.
That would be interesting. Do we want
be.
that? I could see that. I didn't think about that. I have no idea what the next episodes are going to be about because this episode threw me because I'm like, this episode ain't going to be about this.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I have no fucking idea what next episode's going to be about.
True.
I'm hoping it's going to be them because what is it? They've got these guys. Are they going to go back to see the armor? Are we going to see Moff Gideon come in and attack? Is Moff Gideon going to attack? Are they going to go together?
Well, Moff Gideon
and
is
we're
going to
find
come
out?
back. Either next episode or the episode
That's what I
after
mean.
that.
Is he going to be the main protagonist in the last 2 episodes of the
Yeah, I
series?
think so.
Because there's no
I think
real
so.
protagonist right now, right? Din's going to get captured again. God damn it. Don't hype yourself up, John.
MJ.
Ah.
He's right though. He is right though. But I think the next 2 episodes are going to be epic. To be honest.
Yeah, they will be.
Yeah.
Andre's like, lol, John, breathe. It will be okay. Disney's had a great track record with their Star Wars so far. They will turn it around. Yes, I believe. You're right.
They don't have a great track record with Star Wars. They have a very bad track record. But there's always 2 episodes which are kick ass. So
They'll kick ass. I believe it. I believe it. Well, that's Mando for this week. Let's see where it goes. I can't wait to see what the next episode is going to bring us. And will we get any announcements by the end of the season for Hot Toys? Because we haven't had any announcements yet. And do you think they're waiting to the end of the season? Because is Mando going to get a armor upgrade by the end of the? He hasn't had an armor upgrade this season. Is he going to get one? And they're waiting to announce that figure. Maybe it's a new piece of armor.
nah, we'll get a new Bo-Katan and a new X-Wolves, I think.
Yeah, new Bo-Katan, new Axe Woves. Who else do you think we could get? Maybe a new Grogu with armor? Andre says, I think episode 7 and 8 will be as good as the 2 Mando episodes in Book of Boba. That's all they had as a story and liked and tacked on. 6 more. Yeah, well, those 2 episodes from Book of Boba were epic.
Yeah, they were.
Absolutely epic. Absolutely epic. I've rewatched them multiple times. Since just those episodes. I didn't even watch the rest of the series. It's a 2-parter, I believe, directed by... Oh, okay.
Cool.
And hopefully they're longer. Give us an hour and a half at the end. Oh, that'd be good. I haven't seen any photos of Hot Toys at Celebration, which was weird. Interesting. Are you at Celebration or just from what you've seen online? 2016 when I went. So you're at Celebration. Can you hear me, Anthony?
I don't know. Was it me? Was it just me? Or?
No, I think it was me too. It's probably StreamYard trying to bloody shut us down. Yeah, often are you at Celebration? Let us know. Oh, just online. Okay. All right, well, let's get to Ahsoka. I want to talk about... Let's talk about Ahsoka. If you guys here want to talk about... If everybody's seen the trailer, let us know, because this show...
You can just show the trailer, right?
I can do share screen, can't I?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Just remove all the porn
this,
first, and then share the screen.
Yeah. Just got to remove my... just hang on a second, guys. Let me just got to check my emails.
Let me remove sexy time.
Let me just make sure everything's safe. Never fear. I'm going on YouTube. I'm assuming you go on YouTube. I'm just going to click the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm going to click onto it and then pause it, I guess. I might mute myself. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, muting. Okay, so I want to present. Figure it out.
Do it.
Share screen. How the heck do I share screen? Present. Share screen. Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's watch the trailer. Putting it on now.
Something's coming.
Yeah, maybe turn down the quality because you have it on HD now.
Yeah.
I sense it.
Is that better?
Yeah.
This is a new beginning.
Right.
For some, war. For others, power.
Right.
It's been a while. Things have changed.
Are we going to get a copyright?
I
Shit.
started hearing whispers.
Turn the volume up.
I don't think so. This is fair policy, fair
fuck
use
it.
policy,
About
right?
Ron's return.
Is it? Oh, he says
I think
muted.
it
The
is.
Empire.
But it says muted.
Yeah, I'll just mute it then.
There we go. I'll mute it. That makes a difference. I do like they're talking. Ray, that Ray guy, he is a beast. Like, look at him.
Balin,
Bro.
I think. What's his name again? Balin?
That, yeah, man. Oh man, I got the pose she does at the end of this episode. I'm doing that in my video. Where is it?
Yeah.
The very last pose she does. That. Woo! I'm doing that. I'm doing that. God damn pose. I'm doing it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. So,
Oh yes.
we see them at the
yes.
Thal.
Let's talk about it.
And Ahsoka is on a quest to find Thrawn. Probably to find Ezra Bridger. You haven't seen Rebels, right?
I have not seen Rebels. No.
Okay. So maybe some things that you see in the trailer don't make any sense. So there's this.
It still looked epic.
Yeah. So the woman you see with the long hair is called Sabine Wren. She's a Mandalorian. And she is with a group of rebels, hence the name Rebels in Phoenix Squad. And we already saw Seb in the last episode of Mandalorian, right? He's in the same group. There's a Twi'lek, that's the green woman. She's also in a group. She's the pilot. Apparently, she's like the dopest pilot ever. And you have like Ezra Bridger and Kanan. And Kanan is like the last Jedi there. They know.
Yeah.
Apart from Ahsoka. And Ezra is like the new chosen one, kind of. And at the end of Rebels, Ezra uses the Purrgil, those space wheels we also saw. I don't know where we saw it. I think we saw them in Bad Batch the last time. Anyway, the space wheels, they can hyper travel. So they without having a hyperdrive, they can hyper travel. But Ezra and Thrawn are probably at the same location now. And Ahsoka is trying to look for Ezra. So that's why she needs to find Thrawn. So that's like the big story behind Ahsoka.
That's cool.
And it's going to be really epic, I think, because we see these orange lightsabers. They aren't red. They aren't Sith red.
You don't think so?
No, they seem
Someone brings
weird.
it up.
They seem weird. So either it's the lighting, but I think it's consistent that it's red. I mean yellow, which is a bit weird. But it could mean anything. So I'm kind of fantasizing that the Balin guy and the girl you see afterwards, that she is his apprentice, and that they are survivors of Order 66. So I think they're former Jedi. And they don't seem to have like a Sith red lightsaber, so they didn't bleed the crystal or anything. It seems to be something else. And I'm kind of hoping, because orange is like yellow and red, so I'm kind of hoping that they are guardians turning, tapping into the dark side. That's what I'm hoping. So I'm hoping those will be the Dark Jedi, and that's what Ahsoka means with something is coming.
Okay.
So that's going to be really interesting. The other thing that's interesting is that Ahsoka seems to be trying to get into the world between worlds, which is it's kind of like the Quantum Verse, the Star Wars version of Quantum Verse. So that means time travel will be on the table.
Damn.
And that could be either very devastating or very interesting, because if there's time travel, you could see it like a multiverse, right? You could totally retcon the second trilogy. You could just see that as variants, and just make something else up.
Oh God.
So it could destroy a lot, but it also could be a very cool mechanism to make things make sense again in a Dave Filoni kind of way.
Man, there's so much. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
but it would be cool. Yeah.
I like the look of Sabine. I thought she was cool. Now, I've heard a bit about her from what we've talked about and then
Mm-hmm.
other shows that I've watched where they talk about her. So I'm really interested to see her character. But I'm also really interested to see more lightsaber action and
Yeah.
Jedi action. Like
Yeah.
that. I love sword fighting, all that type of close combat. I think it's going to be cool to have that because if you think about Rogue, Andor didn't have any lightsaber action.
Mm-hmm.
Even Obi-Wan didn't have that much. Mando hasn't had much. So to watch her in action, especially if her fight scenes are like what they are in the trailer and
Yeah.
from Mando, it's going to be a very exciting show to watch. I think when it comes down to its
Yeah,
battles,
so
it's going to be shooting.
yeah, and
that
it
stuff.
has the ingredients to be very cool because it's Dave Filoni, right?
Mm.
And I think if there was ever a person to entrust Star Wars to, it's Dave Filoni. I'm really hoping he's going to bring Sam Witwer on the board also, because if there would be like the second person you would trust Star Wars to, it's Sam Witwer. Yeah, so I'm stoked about Ahsoka.
Yeah. At first, I thought, back to the lightsaber thing, I thought that someone made a comment on a picture or a trailer, I think on Insta that I saw, saying it could have been the CGI, I think.
What?
They made the CGI of the sabers weren't touched up yet and they hadn't made it look more Sith-like. Do you think that could be what it is?
No,
Or do you think it's more...
I think these are going to be Dark Jedi.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah,
After
I
you
think
explained
so.
it, that makes more sense. I'm just catching up on some of these chats. Often said she looks great. Is she an Inquisitor? Who were you talking about? Sorry, Often was that
So
in the
there
trailer?
are 2 she's and 1 maybe she, because there's one fighting Ahsoka, which seems like an Inquisitor.
Okay.
And then you have the girl that seems like the apprentice of Balin, so I think she's going to be a Dark Jedi. And there's Sabine. I think those are the 2, possibly 3 she's we see, right?
Okay. I'm just going to go with what you said. Bob says, yeah, I'm confused by all these people with laser swords, but none are conventional. It's okay, so now we're catching up on that. And they mentioned the guy who's playing Admiral Thrawn. Now, was he the guy who did the voice in the cartoon? I actually don't know about this guy.
Well, it's
Lars Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen's
Oh, it's his
older
brother.
brother. I don't know
Oh,
if he
wow.
did the voice in the series. I don't know. But
Okay.
he is a cool actor, though.
Yeah, he looks like he's quite tall too, right?
Yeah,
At least he looked
yeah.
tall. He's imposing. Oh, shit, we've got a few to catch up on here. Where are we? Thorn is Cree. He looks Cree. Leighton's in the house. What's up, brother? Thanks for being here.
Hey, welcome back.
Hera played by Mrs. Obi-Wan.
Oh,
Really?
that's cool.
There you go. What? One said is married to McGregor. For real? What? No, I thought you and McGregor, unless he broke up with her. Oh, he knows they're together, if not married. Wow. Not sure if married. There you go. We need a 1/6 Rancor Mythosaur on Space Whale. Before I want any of those, Bob, I need the M1 Starfighter. Come on.
And I think the
Never wanted to
Rancor,
be
the
more.
sideshow Rancor is 1/6, right? Or isn't it?
The Rancor? I
Yeah.
don't know. I got a Blurg
It's a
now,
statue.
so I
It's a
can't wait to
statue.
play with him.
You're going to
It is
play
a
with the
statue.
blurg.
I'm going to play with the Blurg.
John,
gonna
stop playing with the blurg.
I'm playing with the Blurg. Often says, I sent you Sabine's Captain Carter Mando suit. Oh, those pictures. Sorry, I was in a daze when I woke up, mate. I'll have to relook at them.
Captain Carter.
Andre says, Ahsoka plot, episode 1 to 6 will be fetch quests while dodging Punisher. Drew Mama and
Drew
Twin
Mama
Peaks
and
give her
Twin
the key
Peaks.
to the secret portal, which leads her to the final battle with Thrawn, holding captured
Captain
Grogu.
Grogu.
Woo! What a story.
Yeah, talking about Grogu, I don't.
Andre
So,
just
I'm-
rolled
I'm-
all over it.
I'm trying to do the Luke Skywalker posing video, right? And I'm at the Luke rescuing Mando and Grogu part. So I was rewatching that part again just to get some inspiration, just to get a sense of Luke's movement again. And then I saw that Moff Gideon, when Luke was about to rescue them, Moff Gideon was trying to kill Grogu, which I kind of forgot.
Mm. Yeah, I forgot that.
And now I'm trying to make sense of that. Like, I know it makes sense for him to want Grogu, but it felt like if I can have Grogu, no one can have Grogu. As if he knows that Grogu can also be important to them as well.
Yeah,
And
the
not
good
only
guys,
Moff Gideon.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So now I'm thinking, what
Yeah.
does Moff Gideon know? And will we see it in the next 2 episodes?
I think he definitely knows a lot.
Yeah.
That we'll find out. Bob says you got to wedge in a Mando or Bo episode in there too, if they show up. Yeah. Will they show up in Ahsoka? I guess the next 2 episodes will explain that. Often says Acolyte. Apparently, a lot of lightsaber stuff. So that's another show that's coming.
Yeah.
Skeleton Crew is another one. Jude Law. Looking forward to seeing
Kill
that.
Bill cross with Frozen. I have a hard time picturing that somehow.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Kill Bill
Thinking about that.
Frozen.
What's Acolyte going to be about? Acolyte, I'm not actually sure what it's going to be about. Do
Yeah,
you know
I
what it's
think
going to be
it's-
about?
I think it's after the High Republic, and it's more a secrety, dark stuff kind of series. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. I
Okay,
don't
yeah,
know who's going to make it and write it though. So I'm just MJing that one.
I think there's the actor from Squid Games in one of them. Is that Acolyte that he's in? Often will know.
I know the one that he's going to be in is going to be more fight orientated. I don't know if it's either.
If it's got more lightsaber stuff, it might be Acolyte.
Yeah, it could be Acolyte. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen brother did his voice. Mads
Cool.
Mikkelsen did the voice. Did the voice of Thrawn. And then he got a different
Thrawn's
role
going to be
when he came.
interesting.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because you never know what Thrawn's up to, if he's actually for the Empire or not.
Interesting. It's set between the High Republic and the beginning of the prequels. I think it's a Sith show.
Yeah, it is.
Could be
it's
wrong.
more dark side.
Yeah,
I don't
cool.
know if it's going to be Sith,
Cool.
but definitely going to be dark side.
That has the potential of being epic. If they do it Andor-esque, whoo, that could be good.
Yeah.
Is the High Republic decent?
Decent
Says
how.
Andre. They good guys? I'm assuming. I don't good tips. We need Mike.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, where is Mike?
Mike.
Mike, you're fired. Mike, you're fired.
Mike did a very cool
Fired.
Pennywise photo. I think it was
did.
on Instagram.
Yeah, it was on Insta. Yeah, I saw it this morning. Very cool effects. I love that. I love pictures like that. I love creating it's like you could make a poster out of that. It's
Yeah.
sick. But he's fired for not being here. It's got X23 Daphne Keane.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And I
Sick.
think it's the director from Logan as well, right? Or isn't that Acolyte?
No, that's not Acolyte. So I wanted
Which
to
one's
talk
that?
about that too. James Mangold, the director of Logan, director of heaps of freaking epic movies, is going to be apparently directing the origins of the Jedi. I don't know if that's the name of it. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, guys, but it's the beginning, like the first Jedi, a film about the first Jedi. So it's going to be set way in the past. So
It's going to be cool.
that sounds pretty cool, especially if they do it right. Because you could create a whole new epic hero character,
yeah.
Origin story journey. And I fucking love origin story journeys. So to see someone become a Jedi, fuck yeah, come on. Oops, I skipped Andre. Get into Grogu. I wish I knew how to quit you. That's classic. Origins of the Force. So, okay, that's the name of it.
Is it called Origins of the
Isn't that
Force?
about the Jedi, though?
Yeah, probably. Well,
And what about Rey's new film, 15 Years in the Future? What do you guys think about that? That's pretty interesting. Will
depends
they
who
bring
makes
back
it and
Finn?
writes it. What I would love, I would. I don't hate Rey. I would love if Rey is not a Mary Sue like she is now. I would also love it because everything all series are driving towards cloning at the moment. So I would love it if Rey would be like a DNA mix between Django Omega and Palpatine. And that's why she had like this. What was it? She went to the cave to check out her origins, and she saw like 100 Reys. It would have been so cool if she was just a clone of gene splicing, made by Pershing or someone after that.
That'd be sick.
And then it would make sense that she knows this stuff, just like all Django Fett clones know. Anakin used the world between worlds to retcon stuff like Luke, so they could do some cool stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, it could be cool. I don't think John Boyega will be back because he's Disney on so many levels now. I don't think we'll be seeing him.
Okay, well that makes sense. Now, often says good for Daisy Ridley. I wanted to say that it could also be not so good because if she probably cops a lot of bloody harassment online from fans. So, if that stuff worries people,
you need to have
it might not be so
a
good.
thick skin.
You need a thick skin for sure. Yeah. Andre then said, "Who is everyone's favorite Star Wars character?" This is interesting.
Man.
You go first. Anthony. Do you know? Favorite? I already know mine.
So I have it's between two characters. I think it's Mando makes it okay. Not anymore. I could have said Mando a while ago. I think it's either Anakin / Darth Vader or Qui-Gon Jinn, because Qui-Gon Jinn is like the most purest Jedi between all Jedis. So that's so I think it's between those two for me.
Okay. Interesting.
What about you, Iron Mando?
Yeah. Twin Peaks.
Jewish mom.
Skeen. No, mine would be Mando, I would say, and then followed closely by, I would say, Han. I think from the original, I loved Han. But
Mando still though.
Mando, yeah, Mando for life, baby. Mando for life.
You're a zealot.
I am. I'm literally. I will keep that helmet on and say this is the way. I will do it.
I would put Ahsoka above Mando, to be honest.
How dare you?
Yeah.
No. As far as like enjoyment for me in viewing time and just collectible wise, I just love everything about Mando.
Oh wait, there was something interesting about last episode of Mando. Something I've been thinking about a long time ago. Because Doc Brown mentioned Dooku. Do you remember?
Uh-huh.
And we also saw Dooku in Tales of the Jedi. And I'm kind of thinking that Qui-Gon and Dooku were like, I wouldn't say soulmates because of your Screen and Andor picture, but they were kind of two parts of the same coin. Like, Qui-Gon was a good guy, but he didn't really follow the Jedi. And I think Dooku was made out to be a Sith. But I think he just used the Sith because he didn't believe the Jedi anymore. But he had his own agenda. I think he just wanted to make his own safe spot more in the line of being neutral. And he just used the Sith to get there. That's what I'm thinking. And that's why I think that Doc Brown would said Dooku was a visionary. Because he saw between both of those lines. So I really hope they're going to delve into Dooku also.
Yeah, that's actually really... I get that from watching that series, watching Tales of the Jedi, and the way he was in that. That makes complete sense.
And also in the prequels, he captured Obi-Wan and he tried to sway Obi-Wan to join him. which wouldn't have made sense if he was actually like a Sith.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And he still talked about Qui-Gon Jinn as his friend.
Mm.
And I think
Should get
Palpatine knew it, and that's why Palpatine made Anakin kill him.
Damn. That's rough.
It is rough.
Yeah. If they go more into his story, though, that'd be really cool.
That would be cool.
SOB. Got him. Alright. Yeah. Okay, I'm just catching up on the chat here. Disney said that Boyega is finished. Nice.
Bob Dylan is taking over Ren's Ren's job.
Ren's on a top secret mission.
Yeah.
I've got him. He's out there flying. Mando can't even save himself from that iron spider. How dare you!
Mando can't even save the eggs of the egg lady from Grogu.
Bob says John will always love Din. It's mandatory. That it is. I'm a shill. I'm a shill. Use your quota of dad jokes at this point. Nice.
No.
Classic.
It's
Either way,
Ren's fault.
Either way, I'm super excited. I will say that after watching Ahsoka in Mando season 2 and then Boba and then now the trailer for this, having only seen that of her character as I hadn't seen the animated stuff of her character, it's got me super hyped to watch Rosario Dawson kick ass and portray that character because she's just very unique. I really enjoy the movement and her body movement and how she's got the two swords and the sabers. Sorry, they're sick.
Yeah,
So I'm excited. I'm hyped.
I'm not fully enjoying her body movement, to be honest. I would have liked a younger actress to play it, but I do like her facial acting.
I like the way, I like her aura as the character. So she's very calm and thoughtful. I really like how she portrayed her like that. Very good.
Makes sense.
Can't wait for that. But the figure it's quite difficult to pose that figure.
I haven't posed it yet, but I really love how it feels. It feels like a Pop Toys figure mixed with the old Ahsoka figure.
Yeah, it's it's the body's not so bad. You can't twist the bloody thighs out though, which is a pain in the ass. But the head and the neck movement, it's hard to get good head angles of the way the head attaches to the body and the way the hair is. It's hard to get her head into the
but the Legu, they move a bit, so
they move a bit, but I'm not going crazy on bending them back. Either still, it's the way the neck fits on the head fits onto the neck. It's hard to get. I've found it hard to get particular head positions.
I'm
for
going to
places.
try.
So I get the body where I want, but the head is.
I have to look either it's going to be Shang-Chi, Wenwu, or Ahsoka, I guess.
Yes, Wenwu.
Look, I have an idea. If we have episodes like this, either on I don't think it's going to be on Mando again, but if we have like these filler episodes, we could go through them quicker next time, I think, and maybe do like a Q&A after if we don't have something else to do.
Yeah,
if
I think
there
that's
is
a good
any
idea.
cues.
Yeah, we can do something. We can put up some things to talk about, especially more like because I follow a lot of the entertainment. Like I watch John Campier and a few shows like that. I'm always watching, seeing what things are coming out or what behind the scenes stuff. I love all that. So interested in talking about that stuff.
Cool.
Podcasts, stuff like that. But yeah, that brings us to the end, guys. Another short one, but I'm glad we got to talk about Ahsoka and the future stuff coming up because I'm looking forward to see if they announce anything else, right? Like, what else are they going to announce? If the fact that they're going to do a Mando movie, oh man, I'm hyped up for that because to get the budget and get to go and see it on the big screen and hopefully, they put it on the big screen. I would imagine they would. Is going to be awesome. So that I'll be excited about. But Anthony, what's going on? When are we seeing this Luke video? What's happening
man,
this
I don't
week?
know. I don't know. I just started
Just do it, bro.
setting up the Luke rescue
do
Grogu
it.
scene. And, well, you made me pull out the two jazzing dioramas for
Because it could look cool.
to Luke.
It could look cool.
Yeah, it could, but it's so much effort because in order to get something, I need to move something else into a certain place and then something else into that place, and it just shifts. Everything shifts around to get one thing out. So it's annoying. But yeah, I'll be doing that next.
Then you can do Mando versus the the robot in there, then you can do Mando versus
We don't have a robot yet.
what are they called? The bloody the droids from the end of
Super
season
battle
2.
droids. We don't have them yet.
No, the freaking what are they called? Death Troopers, Dark Troopers.
Oh yeah, I'm doing the
Dark
Dark
Troopers.
Troopers. That's it.
Yeah, you should do Mando versus the Dark Troopers with that diorama, and
Yeah,
Mando
he'll
versus
lose.
Moff Gideon.
Mando can fight
Come
the
on.
Dark Troopers.
Look, hey, stop it! Stop
Mando
it!
loses.
He wins.
Yeah, Mando 0, Dark Troopers 4.
Hashtag unsub to figure posing.
Damn! So harsh.
Often says that he watched Shazam 2 and it was fun. I still haven't seen it yet. And sorry, I didn't answer your question. Did you see some arms broken off? Yes, I have seen arms broken off of
no.
Ahsoka. So I've been super careful when posing the arms.
Yeah, I might need to get another one then.
Anthony's definitely going to break her. Definitely. It's going to
Yeah,
happen.
probably.
Single jointed elbows. She's not as posable as you would like. But I love that because it makes it more fun sometimes. If you can get a good pose, you're like,
Pull something
yeah,
off, yeah.
like, yeah, pull something off. I did see
No.
John Wick 4.
Cool.
I did see John Wick 4 the other day. Pretty epic. Bob, I know you love it. Finally got to see it. I recommend you see it, Anthony. There's a lot of killing. There's a lot of shooting. It's probably what you do as a day job, but you know. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week. Well, hopefully Mando's kicking ass again. Anthony, as always, it's a pleasure. Everybody in the chat, you're all absolute legends. You know who you are. Thank you for being here. Andre, thanks for becoming a channel member.
Yeah, thanks. What do you have going on the channel? And when is the next Chill and Pose?
Oh, yes. So what am I doing on my channel? Well, I'm currently filming my new series On the Shelf, where I'm giving you guys different styles of displays with certain figures. So I'm just focusing on my Mando figures at the moment and just creating a little setup in the shelf of the Moji case, so you can actually see it, what it would look like in your collection. So that's kind of what I'm doing, trying that.
Cool.
And then just doing different themes and things like that. So hopefully that'll be finished soon, and I'll get that out. I got Wenwu coming in, so I'll be doing a Wenwu versus Shang-Chi video. I've still got my Captain America video to do. Lots and lots of videos to come, guys. So I'm just working through it. But stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram if you like to see me document my journey, where I take pictures of the poses I do for the videos, and I do little reels and things like that. But then join us back here next week, where we love to talk about movies and just get into having some fun. That's about it, guys.
Cool.
We'll see you next week.